I asked you what your opinion was on whether or not abortion should be legal or illegal. I guess you were scared to tell me what you were. You scared to tell me?
No, I told you I don't have a preference. You know,
you don't have a preference.
I don't have a preference, and I tell you why. What? Because I believe that being a man, freeborn of lawful age, and an American citizen and patriot, right? I believe that each individual should have the opportunity to make the best decisions for him or herself.
So then you mean you're saying essentially that abortion should be legal? If you're saying everyone has the individual choice, some will choose to have one, some will choose not to. But in order for the ones that choose to have one, in order for them to be able to do that, the law would have to stipulate that it is a legal procedure. So then you're saying that you believe that abortion should be legal, right?
No, I'm not.
Are you scared to say that?
No. I'm not. Believe me, I'm not scared to say legal or illegal. We live in a democratic society.
You're straddling the fence.
No, I'm not straddling the fence.
Do you think abortion should be legal for anyone that chooses to have it? Yes or no?
Morally?
I ain't talking about no morally,
it's
man.
a moral issue.
Nobody cares about your morals,
and it's a legislative issue.
Nobody cares about your individual
and I don't care
morals.
about anybody else's moral. For me, it's a moral issue. Whether it's legal or illegal, right? It doesn't affect me. It's a moral issue.
We're not talking about what affects you. You're a guy. Okay? What I'm asking
you. And if I was a father
what I'm
with
asking
daughters,
you, Sam.
And if I was a father with daughters.
Do you think that United States citizens, if they choose to have an abortion, do you think legally they should be able to do that without interference from the state or the federal government? Yes or no? That's all I'm asking you. If an individual chooses to have an abortion in the United States, do you think that the state and federal government should stay out of their business and allow them to have one if they wanted to have one? Yes or no? That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, I do.
Thank you.
And I also
what was so hard?
But
about
I also believe that you should be allowed to do heroin. You should be allowed to smoke meth.
I agree.
You should be allowed to jump off a bridge if you so choose. You know, as long as you don't harm.
I don't think
as long as you don't harm me, or as long as you don't harm others around you, who cares what you do?
I agree.
Right?
I agree that drugs should not be illegal.
Yeah, you know.
I agree.
But now that being said, I don't think that the federal government should be subsidizing, someone's heroin addiction. The federal government shouldn't be subsidizing someone's ability to smoke meth. I don't think the federal government should be subsidizing somebody's decision to have an abortion unless it is a medical condition. Then it'd be covered under your health insurance. But just because I don't like the guy that I chose to sleep with, right? Yeah. So I want to end my pregnancy, shouldn't mean that, okay. But likewise, though, but back to my original question. I don't know that
the federal government is subsidizing that right now.
It was called Planned Parenthood.
Well, that's a small percentage of the services they provide. So I don't know that we're saying.
Okay, we'll take that small percentage out.
So you don't think
I don't care how much of a percentage it is.
So you think that if someone wants an abortion, they should have to pay for it on their own dime. So insurance shouldn't cover it.
If I want a new set of teeth,
insurance shouldn't cover it.
If I want cosmetic,
so you're saying the insurance shouldn't cover it?
No, that's between you and your insurer.
Okay.
If
you're just saying a government agency shouldn't be involved.
Yeah, if you pay a premium, that allows you limitless abortions. Just like it may allow you limitless whatever. Then that's between you and your insurer. I just don't understand. The part of this whole discussion that bothers me is that it's become a woman's rights issue. Like, once you conceive a child, there's more people in play than just the mother. The father is in play. What if the father says, I don't want you to abort my child?
Yeah, that's a very tricky. I've had this conversation with a couple of females, and they've all, and I'm sure there's bias involved because they're female. They've all said ultimately it should be her choice because she's the one that have to carry the baby.
So
I agree with you. I think there's a serious discussion to be had about that, to suggest that you willingly laid down and had sex. Presumably,
would you agree that there are no accidental
sex.
Babies? Well, I heard somebody say. I read somewhere.
I think it's rare that it's
accidental. I read
baby.
somewhere. A woman said, a young lady said,
I would categorize it as irresponsible pregnancy.
This a young lady said, I was on birth control. He had a condom, and I still got pregnant.
Yeah, I'm sure
Right.
there's some rare cases of that,
It's possible.
but it would be extremely rare.
But I wouldn't even call that an accidental baby.
Yeah,
It's not an accident.
it's extremely rare because it's accidental in that the birth control that she's taking and the condom that he's using.
But both of them have disclaimers that say
None of them are 100%.
100%.
Yeah, none of them are 100%.
So every time you do that, you understand that there is a percentage, even if it is a small percentage, that you might get pregnant.
I agree.
So it's a decision that you make.